Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to Uncle Red's channel. Let's get serious. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the little dude, Henry Cejudo, Triple C, and we're going to be talking, is Henry still legit? He takes on Song Yadong this weekend in the Pacific Northwest. Now, Henry Cejudo, he's not the type of dude that you're going to want to chill with. He's not the type of dude that's going to be like, man, he's going to be cool and fun to hang out with. We're going to make fun of each other. He's not that type of dude. I've heard from training partners, some of his old coaches, he's just, when you hang out with Henry, Henry knows. Henry knows. You don't teach Henry nothing. He's the man, and he is the main focus of the activity, no matter what. So not the coolest dude in the world, but he is a beast of an athlete. At the time, he won the Olympics in wrestling at 21 years old. That says enough in itself right now. So he won the Olympics, which he will tell you about. He'll tell you about in every video, but he also won the UFC title. He got in the UFC about 10 years ago. 4-fight win streak. Then he got TKO'd by Demetrius Johnson, lost the decision to Mighty Mouse, and then went on a big streak against tough opponents. Wilson Hayes TKO'd him, Sergio Pettis, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, TJ Dillashaw, Marlon Moraes, Dominic Cruz. Decided to retire. He tried to kind of big dick the UFC. He wanted a lot more money. And he's like, all right, if you're not going to pay me that money, I'm going to retire. And that's just not something you do with the UFC. It's just not. They're going to say, all right, so long. And he tried to big dick him a little bit. Took 3 years off, came back out of retirement, and took on Aljamain Sterling, which is a beastly move. You can't deny it. The guy is a phenomenal athlete, and he's a beast of a dude. He hits hard, little Mexican, big head on him, good explosive wrestler. Took on Aljamain Sterling and had a good fight with him. A few times he dumped Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain dumped him back. That fight was pretty close. When we were watching it cage side, we were like, damn, that could go either way. They gave it to Aljo. Next fight takes on Merab, and they go to battle. So let's take a peek at kind of how that went down. But fellas, we need to talk about these. It's VIIA Hemp. It gives you a freedom to blaze your own trail, and the best part is they are American made and ship right to your door all across the US. Whether you're recovering from a hard wrestling practice, a jiu-jitsu session, or getting ready to scrap on the mats, VIIA Hemp has you covered. Their organic hemp is grown without pesticides and harsh chemicals. It's just a real quality product. Their gummies are great right before practice. They elevate, they help you dial in. Check out the link in the description and use code TIM for 15% off. Okay, here we go. Round one. Orthodox. Stands real tall, floating the chin, trying to chop the sticks. I was looking forward to this fight. A lot of people were looking forward to this fight. Merab, phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal cardio. Henry, phenomenal wrestler, good boxer. Before this fight, I thought Henry would probably be able to negate Merab's takedowns and stuff. But supposedly he had some injuries, and you never know. I'm going to pause real quick. You never know when these guys are dealing with injuries. You just never do. You see their performances, you're like, oh, they don't got it no more. You never know what they battled through. They could have very easily pulled out of the fight and be like, no, I'm not going to fight. But they battle through these injuries and they go in the fight and see what happens. I mean, you got to give respect to the fighters that do that. And a lot more of them do that than you think. Let's fast forward here. They kind of go tit for tat. Merab does what he does, bounces around the first couple minutes. Spin kick about 10 feet away. Changing levels, kind of feeling each other out. Sit in the pocket. There we go, and they trade a left hook. They both trade a left hook. So I've talked about this before. When you're trading a right hand. Boom, the right hand misses. And both you are coming back with a left hook. Whoever's got their hand up by their chin is going to be safer. Counter to left hooks, another left hook. So you see here, Merab throws his right hand, brings his right hand back to his armpit. Henry throws a left hook, dings him on the chin. First round, dink. Merab starts chewing on his mouthpiece again, but recovers good. Steps in, right hand. Henry does a good job at this too. He kind of clinches up people and he throws punches off the break on the in-betweens, which is real nice. And here about 2 minutes, 7 seconds in. Now remember, this just shows you how big of a beast Merab is. Henry Cejudo's a former Olympic champion. I mean, a long time ago, but still, the guy knows how to wrestle. Merab doesn't care. Merab doesn't care 1 minute. This is MMA. Changing levels, left hook by Merab. Changing levels, punches. You never know where he's going to shoot. So Henry steps in to throw a hard right hand. Squares up his hips. Merab ducks it. Goes head inside single. Let's see how he finishes. Head inside single. Henry goes to kind of kick away, and Merab stays sticky because Henry has those ankle braces on. Those ankle braces are easier to stay sticky on the ankle. Stay sticky on the ankle so they can't run away. So that kind of helped him here. Builds back up, gets above the knee, and this is interesting. Merab, usually single leg, you take it to the outside, kind of to the outside so you can trip him. Merab steps on the inside in this, steps on the inside, and then as he lifts, he goes and sweeps the ankle. This was a nice takedown and scores 2 points. Lands in a good position. Henry's knees are stacked up, gets a butterfly, works up to a single, goes to turtle. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't have much of a guard. Any good wrestler like that, they're not going to develop that much of a guard. They're going to make some space, go to referee's position. Jiu-jitsu, they call it turtle position, and build up. So he builds up, fights the hands, and gets up. Merab cracks him on the break a little bit. So that was a nice stand up there. Merab back to changing levels. You don't know if he's going to blitz in for a double. You don't know if he's going to come up with a left hook, or you don't know if he's going to change levels or come with a big overhand right. Henry's chin's tucked, so he throws a kick, slips, and wrestles up to the single right away. Whoever in the wrestling scramble has more height is going to win, so Henry scrambles right away. That was real nice. Lost balance, wrestled up to a single, kind of turned the corner. Now he scores on Merab, 2 points. On top, covering his hips, head right under the chin, keeping his back flat, moves on to half guard, which is a good position, and he's figure four in his legs over that bottom leg. Has a good tight waist underhook. Now he's got him stuck underneath here. Using a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy trying to pin someone like Merab. Good position here, high up on the body, high up on the underhook, head right under his chin, keeping Merab's back flat. Merab's good at this same exact thing. And really not just sitting on that leg, but pinching the leg. And he has his legs figure forward. Merab needs this left leg to get out. He needs this bottom left leg to get out. Let's see how he does it. Starts making some space, starts to clear his knee here. It's slowly slipping out. Merab's going to cross grip, stand up. So now his shin's out. Cross grip. A few more juicers there from Henry. Nice. And Merab kind of, oh, fuck. Damn, I want to see that. Go back to that, sorry. Okay, so Merab's up. Henry goes head outside, high crotch. Snatch, head outside, high crotch. Merab goes a sprawl. Loses his balance. No two yet till the knee hits the mat, and Henry's behind him. Hand behind the armpits. Boom, now that'd be 2 points. Nice takedown there from Henry. Good timing. Turn the corner. Merab finds the fence, gets up. Nice little exchange there. Now there's trading right hand, left hooks. Orthodox. It's a lot of energy in that first round. That's a lot of energy already in first round. Okay, so Henry goes head inside single, moves his head to the outside to a high crotch, starts running his feet, and punches off it. That's nice. He doesn't spend so much time. That's MMA for you. When you're striking, you're striking. When you're grappling, you're grappling. MMA's the in-betweens. Gets into a shot, runs a pipe a little bit, comes up and throws hard punches off it. Really nice there by Henry. Cracks him too. And you can tell Henry's slowing down a bit. Chin floating to the ceiling. Chin just floating, looking to get fucking juiced. He's definitely fatigued here. Punching off the clinch. Merab's throwing some teeps. Nice teep there by Merab. Merab throws some funky ass stuff, but it is effective. Boom. So Henry lunges in with a big left hook. He leads with the left hook. Merab ducks it, goes head outside high crotch. Head outside high crotch. Let's see how he finishes here. He's gonna and takes a step. Look at this. This is nice. Takes a step. And a lot of people would say don't finish this way, but this is beautiful. I don't know if this is like another way they do it overseas or something, but he goes to the hip and then he takes a deep step with his right foot. Deep steps with his right foot, runs the pipe, uses his head, boom, and dumps Henry to the back. Clean takedown. 2 points in wrestling. So Henry's kind of taking a peek at the clock here. Works up to the fence. The fence is a friend always when you're getting up. This is what Henry does a good job too. He does a good job fighting the Merab with the big lift. And then a mat return. Nice mat return there by Merab. And look at how good Merab does at this. He just makes you wear all his weight. He has all his body weight. Try not to let Henry get his chest up. Just leaning on him. He's got the far waist too. It's a good ride here. Henry cuts his right arm back. Ends up getting up. There we go. Back on him. Orthodox. Chin floating. He loves to float that chin. Big change levels. Left hook. Feeling each other out. A little motion in the open. Merab's fainting. He feints a lot. Feints his kicks. Feints his takedowns. Teeps. Okay, so he steps in. Henry kind of loses his balance. Now he's a headed inside single. Puts his head to the high crotch. Merab gets a good bite on the front headlock. Good bite on the front headlock. And this looks good to the judges. Even Merab, he's not trying to finish these things. He's just trying to squeeze it. So he tries to go behind. Henry blocks it. So now he kind of has not even a high elbow yet. Now it's starting to become a high elbow. Looking at Dana, talking to him, being crazy. He has the back of Henry's head covered. And this is pretty tight. But you can see Henry's artery. You can see his ear right there and his artery right there. He's not hitting both arteries. So it's just kind of just pain, just like, and it looks good to the judges. It looks like he's hanging him. Hanging him right here. Okay, so that was round 2. Here we go, round 3. 3 rounds, and usually Henry's preparing for 5 rounds, so 3 rounds, he's getting pretty fatigued, but Merab brings that pace. In a 3-round fight, the pace is completely different, and like I said, Henry did say he was going through some injuries this fight, so he's looking visibly a little bit fatigued, especially those wrestling scrambles. Okay, so let's check this one out here. Big right hand. Look at this big, long right hand into the single leg, steps deep behind. He goes double at first, then moves to the single, goes to the ankle, punches off it, drives back into him, and gets his back. That was a nice little sequence. This is what Merab's good at. Gets his hand locked, and he knees your thigh. He knees your thigh like that. You think it doesn't hurt in the moment, but then you separate. It's like, holy cow. It kind of takes the power and takes the explosiveness out of that leg. Boring as all hell, but it is effective. It's hard to break his lock here. Let's see how Henry does it. Henry breaks the lock, kind of moves to a seatbelt, cuts his right arm back. Now he's free. Still trading. 1, 2, 3. I mean, some big shots sitting in the pocket. Goes big jab, head inside double. Jab, penetrates, head inside double, locks his hands. Henry's got his head, so now look at Merab. Hands locked, gets his hips in, gets his butt underneath him like he's doing a squat or a deadlift, and a big lift. Gets under him easy. This was sweet. And to do this to the Olympic champion, it's pretty badass. Lifts him up, dumps him. As soon as he dumps him, throws some juicers. Henry's got butterflies. Quick get up, explosive get up. Merab's staying on him. Just constant pressure, wearing him out. Head inside single, Steps in the middle, like kind of like Habib sometimes does. Henry's doing a good job keeping his left foot on the outside here. Left foot on the outside, whizzer wrist, over under position. Then he breaks off. Nice inside trip. This is Henry's move. This was Henry's move here in the Olympics. Watch him. Watch how Merab shuts it down. Over unders. Goes inside trip. Just doesn't quite have the juice to finish. Getting some dingers in the body. Merab's just smiling. And that's pretty much the end of the fight. That's pretty much the end of the fight. Henry's still game, still coming forward. As much as we make fun of Henry, the guy is a stud. The guy is a stud. Phenomenal athlete. He does have some good coaches where he's coaching at. A little bit cheesy. Some of the stuff they do is a little bit cheesy. I don't know. Bruh. But he's taking on Song Yadong. And this is a tough fight for him. He's taking out Song Yadong, who's coming off a loss. Peter Yan. He had that close decision versus Peter Yan on UFC 299. Before that, he's won 2 fights. He lost at TKO, doctor stoppage to Corey Sandhagen. This is going to be a good fight because Song Yadong is in his prime. He's 27 years old. This is a huge fight for him, and this will make it, break it for Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo, like I said, he is, when you talk about bantamweights and you talk about the best there's been, Henry Cejudo's up there. He really is. I'm looking forward to this bout. I don't know if Henry still got it. I don't know if he has or if he hasn't. It looks like I've been watching his vlogs, how he's been training, what he's been doing. It looks like he's training hard. You can make those vlogs look anyway. You don't know if he's battling with injuries. He's getting up there. When you've trained as hard as he has, he won the Olympics at 21. That's a lifetime of wrestling before you're even 21 years old. And now he's 38. Add 17 years of combat sports to that. Eventually, your body's going to start breaking down, especially with USADA involved. You can't take the supplements to keep you strong as you used to be. So he's probably not able to work as hard as he used to work. So 5 rounds in Seattle, I believe. Song Yadong versus Henry Cejudo. Does Henry still got it? We're going to find out. One thing for sure is he's going to bring a fight and he's coming to win. All his fights, he comes to win. Let's see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit that like and subscribe button and comment what you guys think below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.